Yeah, good morning. Gareth Talks Tottenham. How are we doing this morning? It's a mild, sunny morning here in Kent. Things are feeling a bit better. But a cracking night's sleep. Unbelievable. Anyways, let's get into it. So there's been a lot of rumours in the last 24 hours about Andy Robertson moving to Tottenham. I wanted to kind of divulge into a little bit more about the player, really, because it was quite brief last night. So yeah, Scottish international, left back, can play in the hybrid systems. He can play as a wing back, a full back, and he's a really disciplined player. He's a player that never loses shape, always keeps himself in position. He's not a drifter, and he constantly does his job well. He's a good 7 to 8 out of 10 every game. He is a replica of Ben Davies in that sense. Ben Davies is a solid 7 out of 10 player that kind of never lets you down. He's always going to put in a shift no matter what. Andy Robertson is that kind of player. So I think when you look at it overall, I think this is a astute bit of business from Spurs, because he's almost like a like-for-like player in that position. But obviously Andy Robertson has far better attacking qualities than Ben Davies. I'm a big fan of Ben Davies, and it's unfortunate that he's got injured, but Andy Robertson is an upgrade. He's also younger, and so he's going to provide a lot more. I mean, if he doesn't start every week, he's going to be a fantastic squad player to have. So yeah, fees, they're talking like £3 million for Andy Robertson, 31 years old. He's an absolute steal. I mean, it's literally pennies, it's nothing. If they manage to get him for £3 million, my God, it's just an amazing piece of business. I thought that Conor Gallagher for 33 million or 32 million or 34 point something million was a bargain as well. So yeah, it'll be an unbelievable bit of business, and I'm sure that Ben Davies, with his injury, is going to be out for the season now. Probably won't wear the Spurs shirt again, and he's free to leave in the summer. So that is that's most likely to happen. And it's one of those things, but I just have to put my hands up in the air and clap him, because Ben Davies has been a fantastic servant to the club. But we have to go on. We have to endeavour to go on and move to the next level. And I think Andy Robertson does bring new pieces to the puzzle in terms of what he brings. Mainly, we're talking about the diversity of the player, we're talking about the seniority of the player, the senior head, the experience, and that player's in the dressing room that is really, he's a winner. A player that came from Hull, that was under the radar basically. Klopp snapped him up, scouted him, bought him, turned him into an unbelievable player. And look, you can't really ask for more, can you? So yeah, I think this is a really good bit of business, and I can't wait to see him. If it gets done, hopefully today, we might get the Here We Go. And if we get the Here We Go, then I think that's a great bit of business for £3 million still. Hopefully then we'll be turning our attention to finding a left-sided player, or possibly another ball-playing midfielder. Now, Curtis Jones has been linked from Liverpool. Again, yeah, a really good player. I don't think it'll be massive money as well. Probably could be 25 to 30 million, probably. But really good player. I think he's about 24 years of age. But a really good ball-playing midfielder, a hard-working player, a player that's going to get around the pitch, is not going to shy away from the ball. And this is the kind of players and kind of mentality that Spurs don't have in our team currently right now. So we need to make sure that we can put that kind of quality, that kind of experience, and that kind of mentality into this team, because we've got some fantastic young players, but they're just not quite ready to start right now. And all the time we keep starting these games against big clubs with 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds in it. Of course we're going to have problems. Of course we're not going to be able to compete at that kind of level. You're playing against senior pros, and it's not to say that there's a lot of narratives out there with other people on YouTube and stuff saying that the players are not good enough, all these young players are not good enough. I admit that there's a couple that are just not up to the standard, but not all of them, and they are young players, and you have to stick by the youth a bit, but at the same time the club needs to understand that we need senior pros in that team. Now Conor Gallagher, Andy Robertson, these are senior pros. These are players that we need leadership skills to be able to take it forward. So with the likes of Paulinho, the likes of Mickey van der Ven, the likes of Conor Gallagher and Andy Robinson, players like that are really stepping up and taking responsibility, because we have quite a few players in the team that just don't ever take any responsibility for anything they do, any of their actions. People like Richarlison and people like Kolo Muani. I don't think they're bad players, but I just don't think they're